Queensland Street Stock title. 4 wide. A salute to you, the paying public. Put your hands together for them all, folks. They've got 40 laps of this to see who will be Queensland champion. Old past. Wave and cheer and clap. A salute to you for your great support of the Street Stock title. This will be memorable. That's the only way you could describe what is going to happen here, folks. Okay, enough of the niceties. Let's get back into race mode. Matt Nelson defending his title. Next one, Chris Marino, birthday boy. The one we missed up there, of course, was Darren Kasolka. Sorry, Darren. Lights have gone out. This is it. 2022 Queensland Street Stock title here at Corbet's Group, Mother Mountain Speedway. Racing. Can we all get around the hairpin for the first time? Down the back straight away. It's hectic back in the pack. But right now, Matt Nelson holds them. We nearly got a lap. Infield officials to Peter Thompson. No, it's not Peter Thompson. "40 laps. Matt Nelson on the inside. Roycroft on the outside. Go, we're racing. Nelson gets the better again into the hairpin corner. Nathan Barbala push and shove, and we didn't get past the hairpin. We had cars on the grass. It's the front 2 rows. Jason Jewell, Robert Trapp. Can we go this time? Green one. Can we get a lap down into the hairpin corner once again? Roycroft on the outside this time. Matt Nelson on the inside. Shane Roycroft has gone to the race lead. Has got one down. 39 to go. In front of Matt Nelson. Through the hairpin corner. He and Nelson side by side down the back straight away. Have a look at the chaos back in the pack. We go back to the race lead. We've lost one of the lead cars. And that was Nathan Barbala getting himself all crossed up and taking Jason Jewell out of contention and brings on a yellow one. Well, we got one lap down. We could take a while to get 40. Okay, this time green one is go. Shane Roycroft, Matt Nelson, Jason Jewell, Nathan Barbala, Shane Roycroft goes a little high. Matt Nelson tries to poke the nose underneath. Roycroft holds on around Pagel's corner and down underneath the control tower they go. The two Victorians hard at it into the hairpin corner. Matt Nelson manages to pull it up. Roycroft is high. Shane Jewell's on a mission. In position number 3. Back then to Nathan Barbala as they go careering underneath the control tower. Barbala is in position number 4. Next run through will be Darren Kasalka in front of Robert Trapp. That's the way they go round the hairpin once again. And coming up very quickly on Ken Carroll to put a lap on him. Underneath Ken Carroll goes our race leader, Matt Nelson. Shane Roycroft, Jason Jewell, Roycroft down the inside of Matt Nelson around the hairpin corner they go. Up the back straight away, you've got a new race leader, Shane Roycroft. Roycroft underneath the canteen corner, he and Matt Nelson along with Shane Jewell. Next one through is Nathan Barbala. Then the 13 car of Stephen Cook in the mix as well, as also would be Robert Trapp. Darren Kasalka is there. One car in trouble, perched high on Pagel's corner. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of the road. Can't. Yellow light. The 31 car not sounding too happy. That's Jake Wilkinson. Infield crew to the assistance. To the Witch's Hat once again. And the green one sends them on their way once again. Shane Roycroft. You might be mistaken, but it is not stock car racing. And maybe again a little bit of work here for the Kasalka car, but we'll need a bit of infield people again to the rescue. Shane Roycroft versus Matt Nelson. Jason Jewell. Stephen Cook in there with Darren Kasalka. The 81 car with the big outside pass. Chris Moreno heading into the hairpin corner. Chris has gone past 2 cars and is sticking with the outside of the racetrack. So Chris Moreno, the first one to try the outside. Have a look at him. Chris Moreno stays high, goes around the outside of Stephen Cook. Darren Kasalka decides I'll do the same thing. Round Pagel's corner, Kasalka gets it a little bit too high, but Chris Moreno is the man on a mission. He's right up behind Jason Jewell into the hairpin corner. He's going to try and drive around the outside of him. Can't do it. Back at the race lead, it's still Shane Roycroft. Roycroft under the canteen and under the tower he goes. Matt Nelson is still chasing him. Jason Jewell, we got another yellow one. Gordon Madolo mixed up in that one, but they've sorted it out. Madolo onto the infield, wants some help. Ready for a restart outside of the Witch's Hat, and green one off and running, and Shane Roycroft leads them into the hairpin corner to the better of Matt Nelson. Jason Jewell would be the next one, and then it will be Chris Moreno. Moreno on the outside as they go round Pagel's corner. Jason Jewell gets it all out of shape, and car number 13 there of Stephen Cook gets into position number 3 only momentarily, because on the outside of him it's Chris Moreno. Moreno drops back into position number 4. Next one through would be Darren Kasalka. That's the way they go under the tower once again, and it's still Shane Roycroft to the better of Matt Nelson, back then to Stephen Cook. Next one through would be the 81 car of Chris Marino. Darren Kasolka, one in trouble right up high on the boards. And out of harm's way is the 95 car. Whether or not he can get back in the action, that's James Russell. Race leader down the back straight is Shane Roycroft. Matt Nelson is still there. Stephen Cook not too far away either. And also Chris Marino. Those four clear right out. Position number 5 is Darren Kasolka as they go to the hairpin corner. Ryan Kahler would be the next one, just to the better of the Tasmanian or Northern Territory car of Jack Yates. Up to and around the outside of Jake Wilkinson goes their race leader. Bounces it through the hairpin corner and down the back straight away, and that's Shane Roycroft. Roycroft opened up a little bit of a lead, now back to Matt Nelson. Nelson falling back into the grips a little bit of Stephen Cook. Next one through would still be Chris Marino, and then we've got the yellow light again. Facing the wrong way. Fletcher Smith might have got a few laps done then. Kahler and Jack Yates. That's the front 6 or 7 cars. We're probably not at half race distance yet. Racing once again for Shane Roycroft. Matt Nelson on the inside in the 13 car is Stephen Cook. On the outside it's Chris Marino looking to find some drive up a bit higher on the racetrack. Kasolka tries to go with him. One in trouble. Something's broken in the front end. And I think it will be the Gympie car of Ryan Kahler. Something giving way in the front end of the car. I don't know whether they're allowed to make a fuel stop. Let's see how we go. Shane Roycroft, Matt Nelson, Stephen Cook. Around the outside, Chris Marino again. He wants to drive high on the track. Darren Kasolka is in there along with Jack Yates. That's the way they go round the top corner. Plenty of dust up there too. Chris Marino, the man high on the racetrack. It didn't work that time around. Shane Roycroft leads them through the hairpin corner to the better of Matt Nelson. Back then we go to Stephen Cook. Chris Marino still high on the track. We've lost one. We've lost Stephen Cook. He spun by himself, hopefully out of harm's way. No, yellow ones are on. And Stephen Cook will be absolutely filthy with himself. From third place, he goes to the tail. Just about set. Shane Roycroft, Matt Nelson, Chris Marino and Jack Yates. Matt Nelson in a little bit of trouble getting it around the hairpin, but manages to get it back on the right line. Jack Yates has introduced himself to this little scrap up the front. Chris Marino high on the racetrack. Darren Kasolka would be the next one as they go through the hairpin corner once again. Shane Roycroft leads them down the back chute. Matt Nelson, Chris Marino high on the track, and Jack Yates is the 15 car down low. Darren Kasolka wanting to get involved in this little scrap as well as they go under the tower once again. Next there would be the 88 car. That's made a pile of the field. That's Gary Bonwick. So he's up in the placings as well as they go under the tower one more time. Shane Roycroft, Matt Nelson, still got Chris Marino wanting to run high on the track. Jack Yates would be the next one, then Darren Kasolka. Matt Nelson gets himself in a little bit of trouble around Pagel's corner, allowing Chris Marino into position number 2. Marino high on the track, Nelson down low. But Marino it is who's got himself through into position number 2, and they're still all chasing Shane Roycroft. Roycroft under the tower. Chris Marino in position number 2. Back behind him is Matt Nelson. Then we've got Jack Yates. Back behind him would be the 88 car that has come from nowhere, and that's Gary Bonwick from Toowoomba. Race leader down the zinc straightaway one more time for Shane Roycroft. Position number 2 is Chris Marino, Matt Nelson and Jack Yates. Those 4 starting to put some lapped cars now. Jake Wilkinson is the first one. He just moves aside and lets them go through into the hairpin corner. Shane Roycroft down the back straightaway. Round Pagel's corner he goes. He's opened up a bit of a lead. Back to Chris Marino in position number 2. Matt Nelson and then Jack Yates. And those 4 have run right away. Back behind them still in there of Gary Bonwick, Darren Tucker, and car number 59 of Ricky Gill. Race leaders starting to look at some of the slower cars at the tail of the field. Not that any car is slow. Around Pagel's corner goes Shane Roycroft. Roycroft down past the canteen, the one in front of him. Into the hairpin corner he goes. Car 5 is Luke Gray. He stays down low on the track as Shane Roycroft arrives on the scene and will drive right around the outside of him as they go under the tower. So Shane Roycroft into the hairpin corner he goes. Still Chris Marino in position number 2. Matt Nelson, Jack Yates. Back then to the 88 of Gary Bonwick, and we got another yellow light. Bit of garbage left on the racetrack. Would be the next one in there. Looks like going racing once again. Shane Roycroft leads them down the zinc straightaway into the hairpin corner for Shane Roycroft. Have a look at Chris Marino. Roycroft's in trouble and something's gone wrong with the car. He will try to get onto the infield and out of harm's way. Down the main straightaway once again. Matt Nelson's back in the race lead. Another one in trouble is Jack Yates, who's gone straight to the pit area. So Matt Nelson is the race leader. Shane Roycroft, unbelievable. Matt Nelson under the tower. Chris Marino having a look around the outside. Can he do it as they go round the hip? No avail. Gary Bonwick would be the next one. Darren Kasolka and then Ricky Gill under the tower one more time for Matt Nelson. Hard on his hammer is Chris Marino around the hairpin corner once again. Chris Marino in hot pursuit. Matt Nelson. Chris Marino is right there, right on the boot lid as they head for the control tower once again. Matt Nelson, Chris Marino up level with him. Can he pull it off around the corner? No. gives the fence a little nudge. Back then to Gary Bonwick. Darren Kasolka would be the next one. Heading towards the control tower once again. Matt Nelson. Chris Marina, he's right there. Back then to Gary Bonwick. Darren Kasolka is the top four. Behind Darren Kasolka we'll have the 59 car of Ricky Gill. Back at the front of the field, Matt Nelson under the control tower. Chris Marino has a little look underneath this time. And Chris Marino takes the race lead. Down the back chute into Pagel's corner. Chris Marino under the control tower he goes, trying to put some distance between himself and Matt Nelson into the hairpin. He stays high, yellow lights. It's not over by a long way. 8 laps to go. Matt Nelson. He's got his hands full with Chris Marino. I tell you what, the other one guy's still in there too. It's Gary Bonwick and Darren Kasolka. Marino goes straight to the high line. Matt Nelson, Chris Marino. Back then to Gary Bonwick, Darren Kasolka. Back behind him would be Ricky Gill. That's the way they go through Pagel's corner. 7 to go for Matt Nelson. Chris Marino high on the racetrack around the hairpin corner. Back behind them it's still Gary Bonwick, Darren Kasolka and Ricky Gill. Past Pagel's corner. 6 to go for Matt Nelson. Into the hairpin corner. Chris Marino on the race once again. Down the back straightaway. Gary Bonwick is still there in third. Darren Kasolka's got his hands full there with Ricky Gill. Under the tower and 5 to go. Have a look. Chris Marino high on the track through the hairpin. Marino can't get any drive up there. Right out towards the concrete and Matt Nelson holds on. Chris Marino, Ricky Bonwick would be the next one. Gary Bonwick, sorry. 4 to go for Matt Nelson. Chris Marino, Gary Bonwick. Back behind them is Darren Kasolka. And a real battle royal in between the 59 car of Ricky Gill and car 13's in the mix too. That's Stephen Cook. 3 to go for Matt Nelson. Down the zinc straight away he goes. Chris Marino hot on his hammer. Down the back chute in towards Pagel's corner. Matt Nelson, Chris Marino and Gary Bonwick. That's the top 3. 2 to go by my calculation and I might be wrong. Into the hairpin corner they go. Race leader is Matt Nelson. Have a look, Chris Marino hasn't finished. Wants to have another go as they go underneath the canteen. Wide flag out, 1 to go. Matt Nelson, Chris Marino high on the track through the hairpin for the last time. Marino and Matt Nelson side by side through Pagel's corner. It's going to come down to the final couple of metres in the race, but he's done it, Matt Nelson. Chris Marino, Gary Bonwick, Stephen Cook and Ricky Gill. Might go down as one of the longest races in history. He's done it, folks. He has done it. Matt Nelson. And I'm not really sure, but I think that's 3 in a row. 3 Queensland titles in a row to Matt Nelson. Oh, it took a while, folks, but as he goes around and doesn't want to get himself covered with the water truck, put your hands together for him. Matt Nelson from Victoria. Queensland Street Stock Champion 2022. Wow, what a race. We finally got there.